Hey there, this is John Barton from JB Cases. So this is our weekly showcase for this week. This is the first week in June, and so let's take a look at some of the custom cases that we've gotten in this week that are going to go out. I have a nice black and blue 4x8 with backpack straps. Backpack straps are really popular now. You know, I used to think backpack straps were only good for like when you go to big tournaments and stuff. But this is my case right here, and this thing's full. It's pretty weighty right here. I mean, I got a lot of stuff in here in these big pockets, and I find myself when I go in the pool room, just in the pool room, you know, for regular league night or whatever, I put the case on my shoulder, backpack style, and I can just stand there and talk to people for hours with it like that. And doesn't bother me at all, you know. It's as opposed to just holding it on one shoulder or kind of hunching or whatever. So backpack straps actually pretty useful all the time. So anyway, this one, black and blue here with blue stitching and blue zipper pulls. Blue interior, 4x8, ultra pad. So all that padded goodness in there. Good deal. And then here, this one's pretty cool right here. This is a nylon case, right? But the customer opted for leather handles, and that's the only extra leather on here. So you'll see here we've got kind of a gator print handles on here. Looks really cool in leather. And that's it. That's the only extra leather on here. Otherwise, this is a nice kind of black with red stitching case. And the handles are like a dark gray. And surprisingly, we have a green interior in there. So we got a green 3x6 interior. There you go. That's pretty cool. I always like to open these up, you know, because we have so many different interior colors. And you know, once in a while, like most people will choose something complementary. They'll choose like, you know, well, blue is really popular for most cases because people think, you know, it hides the chalk well, which it does, by the way, for those of you who can't find the hole. So it does help to kind of, you know, hide the chalk. But a lot of times it's really cool. You'll open up a case, you know, like a case like this, a lot of people will choose red. For the interior because of the little red accents on there and kind of a matching. So it is cool once in a while to open it up and see what a completely different color in there that's clashing, but you know, it's whatever, they like it. So here is a black and gray with gray leather accents on there. Now remember folks, you can't order this online. You have to call us if you want these accents. I used to have it where you could do it. You could choose the colors on there, and then what happens is that someone chooses a color, and then we mess it up, and you know we make black or whatever, and then they get really mad about it, and it's just too many details to deal with. I mean, as many details as we have, that was just one detail too far. So now, if you want these colors changed from black, if you're going to design a case. You really need to just go ahead and design the case and then call us, or you know, work it out or put a note on there or something. So make sure that we confirm it and it's done, because otherwise we won't do it. The standard is going to be black on there for all of this leather. So anyway, this one's really cool. It's got a pocket tray right here in the middle instead of the normal lower one. So this is a book pocket on here. So you'll notice this pocket opens all the way up, and it's got a little tray right here. This tray comes out, so you can see that. Pretty cool. And so that way he can have all the small tools and stuff just organized right there perfectly. This is our normal L zipper pocket right here. So that opens up this way, and then on this side, it's got our standard jump cue handle spot right there. So that's just one zipper. And then you've got an extra compartment right in there for the jump cue, so it's good there. And then backpack straps on here, looks good. And let's see what we have inside the thing. I'm going to say it's a blue interior probably. So we got a blue interior, 4x8 with a ball holder in the lid. So there you go. Alrighty, moving on. We got, this one's pretty cool right here. Now, speaking of leather, okay, this one is gray with full leather pockets, okay, leather backpack straps on here, and leather top, leather handles, leather bottom. But now check this out. The leather is veg tan leather, and it's black and white with white stitching. So, you know, we don't do a lot of cases where somebody asks for different colors of leather on here, but it just goes to show you how, you know, you just use your imagination, man. There's literally billions, and I'm not kidding. I mean, that's not an exaggeration. There are literally billions of combinations that you can do with our cases. You know, any way to put them together. So you can literally have a case like this that no one else on the planet has, you know? And the only way another guy could get something like this, he could see this on video or see you out there and he could, you know, say, I want just exactly like that case. He can design it and get it. So great, there'll be two people on the planet with it. But you understand what I'm saying is that when he gets into designing it, the second guy, he might say, oh, you know what, I really do like that. But you know what? Instead of white right there, I would like yellow or red or something like that. Bam. He's got a unique case that no one else has. So that's the power of JB Cases here, is you can get a case that isn't going to break your bank, and it's a lifetime case. You know, lifetime warranty. It's built super tough, but you can build it exactly like you want it. We are the only case maker that offers an online designer where you can go on there and play to your heart's content, and you can make as many designs as you want. You can make this design, then you can duplicate it, and you can change colors, and you can duplicate it again and again and again, and you could, you know, you can make 10 different variations of this and test it out, talk to your friends, you know, just keep looking at it until you're happy, and we'll build it, you know, whenever you're ready. So you can do that. I mean, that's what's cool about JB Cases. You know, we do high-end leather cases as well. We do mid-range. We do the lower end of the price spectrum, not the quality spectrum, because the quality is the same on all of our cases. This one here is a what we call a basic rugged, was because it's just missing the top pocket, except this one's got a top handle. So two pockets, gray, so slate gray and black, one single strap, and let's see what color interior we have. Got a blue 2x5 interior. Sorry, I really need to get a little light on there so you guys can see this better. I'll do that. I'll get one of those little snake flashlights or something, so when I put it up there, you'll see it a little bit better. But anyway, yeah, there you go. Beautiful little case right there. This case right here, as it sits, comes in custom, right? Custom. The customer chose all this. He chose everything that he wanted on here. He gets this case for I want to say $185 is the price on this case. So how can you beat that with a lifetime warranty? I mean, the case protects your cue better than every other case out there from day one. From day one, throughout the entire lifetime of the case, it provides that superior protection, and it's tougher, you know, than most other cases. I mean, I don't really find a lot of cases that are tougher than our case. There are some that are built really tough, and they are as tough as our case, I would say. But pound for pound and dollar for dollar, I don't think there's anybody out there that's building a case as tough as we are for the prices that we charge. So I think you're getting a better value all the way around on that one. And you know, life is not always about a value proposition. It's not always a deal where you know, people are thinking always about the best value. But you know, if you are one of those people who thinks about value, then this case, our cases really end up being the least expensive case that you'll ever own. You know, when you start to break it down about how much this case cost you every day of ownership, it ends up being the least expensive case you've ever owned. And, a lot of people say it's the best case they've ever owned. So there you go. I mean, there's a lot of good makers out there. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of good, single Q case makers out there. There are a few kind of production brands that build some of their models are halfway decent. And some of their models are shit. Let's just be honest here, okay? So, there's a lot of choices out there. But out of all the choices that are out there, I do believe, honestly, that I can prove that we provide, I believe, the best value for your dollar, if you're a value conscious buyer. Now, if you're a name brand person, dude, I'm never going to be Jack Justice. I'm never going to be Rusty Melton, right? I'm never going to be Al King. These guys build fantastic cases. I'm never going to be Witten, The Wittens have been around, 30 years now, and they build just the absolute jaguar of cases. I mean, they're so sleek, so elegant, never a stitch out of place. I'm never going to be those guys, That's not me. So we have our name, we have our place in the world, they have theirs. But I think, that still, I believe that even as much as I love Witten and I love the Witten cases that I own, I still believe that we provide a better value dollar for dollar. And that's not a knock on Witten. It's just if you're a value buyer, look at us. If you're a name brand buyer, there's some damn good name brand cases out there. And when I say name brand, I mean case makers with a good reputation who build good quality products. There are some damn good case makers out there who build fine cases. So, there's a lot of good choices. Here's a Dynamite Rugged. Now, again, we call this the Dynamite Rugged because the guy Kid Dynamite, he's the one who asked us for the first one like this with longer pockets, taller pockets. So we do that. This has got backpack straps on here. Blue 4x8, big case here. So nice case. You'll notice here that the size of this case, though, the footprint on this case is actually smaller than, if you can believe this, the size of this case is smaller than some other brands, factory brand, 2x4. So this is a 4x8. It holds 4 butts and 8 shafts. There are actually other brands of cases out there which are bigger and heavier than this case, and they only hold 2 butts and 4 shafts. So that's a case of overbuilding for the design, and without any real care about what's going on with the customer. But and I'm not going to name names on that. Okay, check this out. This is a jeans case right here. So this one is nylon and leather, and then denim on the pockets. So that's pretty cool. So you got that really cool denim, kind of the indigo look right there. And let's see what the interior looks like on here. So blue 4x8 again. Lots of padding in there. Looks great. So just to remind you guys too, the interiors on our cases come out easily. So you can take them out. If anything's wrong, no problem. Get to it. Make sure how my time's doing on here. Okay. Alrighty, what else we got here? Let's see. Let's move this around. Okay. So I got one here. Burnt orange and black. Looks really nice with JW on the pockets there. And let's see what color of interior we got on this 3x6. This one's also got a blue interior. Blue interior, and it says made by JB Cases for Joe West in there. So for those of you who don't know, we can laser engrave inside the pockets here, or inside the lid. And if you ever want to sell the case, this is a common concern. If you ever want to sell the case, you just ask us for an insert for the lid, and it just goes right above it. You don't even have to do any glue or anything. You could just put it in. It holds in with a pressure fit, and it'll go right over that name. So no problem. So if you happen to buy this case and sometime in the future, you can do that. Okay, cool. So moving on here, talking about the leather. Here's another cool case. Check this out. This is a badass case right here, okay? This is, again, with the imagination. So this is a white nylon case right here. White nylon body where everything else is leather on here. So you've got leather handles, leather straps, and it's, as you can see, it's a red, white, and blue theme. But check it out. Blue sides, white piping, red, blue, white, red, red, white, blue, white. Blue zipper pulls here, white zipper pulls here, white zipper pulls here, blue zipper pulls here, red here. I mean, you see, guys, all you got to do is use your imagination. Just play around on the website, play around on the designer until you get it just where you want it, and we'll build it for you. You know, I don't know how long this guy's had this case in his mind, but look at what he's going to get right now. You know, look at this. This is a supremely patriotic case right there. So, pretty cool case. And tons of leather on there, on that case. So you get your leather fix, but the case is the body, the main part of the case is nylon, which keeps it lighter. So he gets lots of leather, but it also stays really light. So there you go. Okay, here's a case for Callie. This case is for Callie, another Dynamite Rugged. I keep doing that so you guys can see the height on here. Check that out. Look at that beautiful embroidery on there. Callie. And what does it say? It says racks and racks, I think, right? Racks on racks. Ooh, that might be a team name or something like that. I'm not sure. But honey, if you're watching, I'm not thinking impure thoughts, really, on that. Only pull racks. That's all I'm thinking about. So anyway, this is beautiful with the pink stitching on here. Very nice case. Let's see what color the interior is on this one. What would you guys guess? I'm going to say that it's probably like yellow, maybe. And pink. Awesome. So there you go. We're just going to move on. So, okay, going from that one, we go into a military theme with digital camo right here. And this one is really cool too, because if you look at it, this has got the handle is actually on the other side, the opposite side of what we normally do. No, it isn't. It's on the right side. I'm sorry. I messed that one up. Just felt like it was on the wrong side when I pulled it up. But anyway, this is really cool. So we got a pocket tray in each of these pockets right here. So that fully opens up this way. We got Molly webbing right here. So you can attach other pockets to it. Backpack straps. And let's see what's inside here. This is a 4x8, by the way. Looks like our lid is a little bit taller as well. So we got a little bit taller lid for the cue ball to go in. So the cue ball will be almost fully inserted inside here. And 4x8. Also looks like the case itself is a little bit taller, perhaps. Let me see about that. Yeah, so the case itself is a little bit taller. Check this out. So this is the normal height of the case, and then this is with the lid. Now the lid on this one is also taller than this because he wants the cue ball to be almost fully inserted in here. So the cue ball will barely graze right here. But notice here that this is taller. This is the same height as this right here. So he's got about 32.5 inches of space going to the lip of the case. So he gets the full use of the case right there for any extra long cue. So there you go. So again, those are the kind of custom things that we can do when we're building the case. And we don't charge extra for making the case longer. So you just have to ask us for it and tell us what you want, and then we'll do it. Okay. Moving on, we got a lot of cases here to get through. This is black and blue and gray, so gray piping. See the piping on there? Now on this one, like the piping just gives it just a hint of extra color. And he's got white zipper pulls on here. So how cool is that, right? Just to throw a little extra splash of color in there. But it comes out so nice and sleek on there. It's kind of a sleeper. When you look at it, you got the black and the blue going on, and then you got just that little bit of gray to divide it right there. So, you know, from a fashionable standpoint, I mean, I think it makes a nice transition like that. And, you know, you'll see a lot of people out there, and it gets to be more and more every day. You'll see people with JB cases. And so once in a while, I'll look around and I'll see people with JB cases, and I'll say, gosh, you know, there's a lot of cases out there with these 3-pocket design JB case. It's got the, you know, this pocket, this pocket, this pocket. Looks kind of plain. But then when you start to really look and you see that everybody has designed their case with slightly different color schemes, you know, or even radically different color schemes, you start to understand that they're mixing the practicality of the case. You know, this is not a groundbreaking design on the case. Let's be honest. It's 3 pockets, very sensible, you know, easy to use, easy to get into the pockets and everything. This isn't like there's some, you know, like lots of wavy stuff going on and stripes and all this, that the case itself has all kinds of crazy wavy designs going on. It's just a simple, practical, utilitarian case. But what makes it cool, aside from the construction and durability, is the fact that you can sit there and you can just play around with colors, play around with embroidery, stuff like that, until you get it personalized just the way you want it. So you have a nice practical workhorse of a case that has your flavor on there, the way you wanted to do it. All right, moving on. Here, we got a black with white stitching, white zipper pulls. See? Simple elegance. Look at that. Look how beautiful the stitching comes out on there. You know? That's all you need. You don't need a lot. This is just a simple black case with white stitching, but look how that stitching comes out. It just makes it look like pinstriping or something like that. So, pretty cool. This is a 2x5. I'm going to say it probably has a blue interior, but I want to get through this video before I run out of space on here. So, here I have a yellow, black and yellow. So, that's real popular, kind of like racing colors on there. Single strap, 2x5. Okay, here I've already shown those Jacobies, which means I got to send them out to them. All right, this one's really cool. This is blue and gray and black and yellow. Look at this. Blue and gray sides on there, black and yellow with yellow stitching. Look how that yellow stitching just pops on there. Isn't that cool? Somehow this reminds me like of IKEA. How do you say it? I don't even know how to say it. But anyway, that's what that kind of looks like. So have I shown all the cases now? Yep, I think I'm all the way through them. So, all right, good deal. So I think I've shown everything. Also, you guys look on our website. See, we still got some inventory here. We got lots of cases left over. This one right here, this white one right here, that's one of the prettiest ones. I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised that this hasn't sold yet, because this reminds me of old Chinese porcelain. Look at that. Look how beautiful the embroidery is on there. You know, this case is for sale on the website. Now, once in a while, you know, we'll go find different fabrics, different kind of materials and stuff, and we'll put them together. Just to make something for ourselves and just make stuff for shows. So that's one of the ones we did for that. So there you go. Just go on our website, take a look around. There's lots of things that we're doing, lots of things we're adding. We're improving the site every day. Just, you know, tell us what you want. We'll be happy to do it. So again, thank you guys for watching. I know that these are long videos. Some of you guys tell me you watch every video religiously, so you're gluttons for punishment, I tell you what. But this is the only way that I really know how to get the message out to you guys about what we do. Because my philosophy on this is I want to be able to provide to you guys the stuff that I wish that I had been able to get to when I was, not a case maker. The kind of stuff that I would want to be able to go and do and buy and get if I'm in the market for something. I want to be able to customize it. I want to be able to make it mine as much as possible. So in that vein, I hope that you guys are enjoying what we do. And I know sometimes that it's a little overwhelming with all the choices and all the things that we can do. And we are working on trying to make those choices more plain, more available, more explained. But for those of you who devoutly watch these videos, again, you guys are real troopers. Thank you very much for your loyalty. And I'm glad that we have the opportunity to continue to provide you with good cases. Peace out. John Barton. See you next week.